Hey! Today, let's chat about the characteristics of someone with the S personality type. If you're not familiar with it, S stands for extroverted, sensing feeling, perception. And these folks are often the life of the party. They're vibrant and sociable, loving to engage with people and soak up the world around them. They're the type to turn even a mundane grocery shopping trip into a fun adventure. And S is spontaneous and enjoys living in the moment. They're big on experiencing life to the fullest and often have a strong aesthetic sense, appreciating beauty in various forms. But let's dive a bit deeper and imagine some daily scenarios to see how these traits could manifest. Scenario 1. Imagine you're throwing a small get-together. An S friend is the first to say, "I'll be there." Once they arrive, they're quick to break the ice, effortlessly pulling the quieter people into the conversation and making sure everyone's having a stellar time. They're the master minglers, making each guest feel like the most important person in the room. Scenario 2. Picture yourself planning a weekend trip with an S. They're pumped about the idea and come up with a list of all the cool, hidden gems to explore. But they're also the friend who might overlook the schedule because everything sounds like a blast. They want to see and do it all, and they're determined not to let a single dull moment creep in. Scenario 3 now. Consider what happens when an S faces a tough time. Despite their usually upbeat demeanor, S have deep emotions that they feel intensely. They might struggle to process these emotions, sometimes acting on impulse to avoid dwelling on negative feelings. So if they're going through a breakup, they might